What's going on, guys? It's Brandon back here again today for another BFR. It's the big one today, Game 59 versus the Detroit Red Wings. Apologies if I sound a little exhausted. It's been an 18-hour day for me. Not kidding, I have been awake for 18 hours, and it's just been a long day, just a lot of stuff going on. 5 o'clock game on February 25th. 2 years prior, I witnessed an 8-5 win against the Devils. Kane and Hagel both had hat tricks in that game. And Kane did play well again, just on the opposite side this time. Game 59 versus the Detroit Red Wings. Chris Chelios' retirement ceremony. Of course, he played with Chicago and Detroit, so that was fitting. Chris Chelios' jersey retirement, I should say. I'm not sure if I said that. There was a huge ceremony before the game. A bunch of former Blackhawks, former NHL players, a bunch of celebrities came out for Hockey Day in America. Along with Patrick Kane, of course, returning. He got so many standing ovations during the pregame, during the Chelios speech when he called them out for him, after the game, during the game, anytime the Kane could be applauded, he was. Hawks were wearing, a bunch of the Hawks were wearing Chelios gear before the game. Bedard was wearing a black Chelios jersey. I believe the black jerseys will be coming back next season. I think it's a guarantee at this point, and I cannot wait. I will be getting one of those. I love those black jerseys. And of course, Seabrook was wearing one as well. The number 7 that may also be retired. It may be like a Pierre Palat, Keith Magnuson thing where both number 7s are retired. Seabrook may eventually share the number with Chelios for numbers retired. We'll see. Along with Seabrook there was former teammate, or not former teammates Marian Hossa, not former teammates Duncan Keith, Patrick Sharp, Wayne Gretzky, Mark Messier, Ed Belfour, a mix of teammates and non-teammates. So you have Seabrook, Hossa, Keith, Sharp, Gretzky, Messier, Belfour, Keith Carney, Gary Suter, Dennis Savard was there, Jeremy Roenick, Tony Amonte, Simpson, what's his first name? I forgot his first name. Craig Simpson? Is it one of those? I forgot Simpson's first name, my apologies. And Brian Noonan. Along with Eddie Olczyk and Pat Foley were also there. Pat Foley giving all the speeches beforehand. Good to see him again. And then along with that, Dennis Rodman was in the building. Michael Jordan was supposed to be him since him and Chelios are great friends. But Michael Jordan did report that there was a death in his family, thus preventing his time to be able to go. Kane was given a alternate captain A before the game, which was fitting and very nice of the Detroit Red Wings to do. Eddie Vedder, Theo Epstein, and Sidney Crawford, of course, who's now going viral for making the shoot the puck during the second intermission. Very, very packed celebrity crowd. Score, Hawks lose 3-2 in overtime. They dropped to 15, 39, and 5. Shots were 35-32 Chicago. Hits were 20-10 Chicago, fitting 20-10. Faceoffs 32-24 Detroit. Power plays, there's only one in the game. It goes to Chicago, and they score on it. Detroit doesn't have a power play. Reimer saves 33 out of 35. Mrazek 29 out of 32. Anything else that I'm missing before I get into the game? I think I got everything. So early on, scramble somehow does not go in. Foligno has a chance that goes wide. Anderson's denied. Patrick Kane tribute during the first, what would have been the first commercial break, and crazy applause. He took one lap, the applause kept coming. They made him take another 2 laps, so wow. I mean, it's emotional for me because that was my hero growing up. Jonathan Toews and Patrick Kane. More so Toews in my younger years, and then Kane as I got older became my true heroes in life. The two that I aspired to be, the two that I wanted just to be just like. And it was emotional seeing him playing against the team that I always grew up cheering for. 40.7 seconds. Gee, I'm trying not to get emotional just thinking about it. Detroit, it's a falling down one-timer goal. Daniel Sprong gets his 16th of the season. The former number 88 on the Detroit Red Wings before he gave up his number to Kane. Fisher and Fabry with the assist to make it 1-0. Dickinson has a break that's wide. We go to the second period. Hawks controlled the first, and they control the majority of the second. However, Comfort is robbed. 16:31, it's a Chicago then open net goal to Mackenzie Entwistle off a rebound. His third of the season from Donato and Reese Johnson to send the crowd into a frenzy. That makes it 1-1. We want the cup chance as well as Detroit sucks. Of course, every time you play Detroit, that's going to happen. 3 minutes to go. There's a Detroit penalty to Raymond for slashing. And we'll admit that was a bit of a soft call there, but the Hawks take advantage of it at 2:08. It's a power play deflection goal. It's originally Bedard's goal, but they then credit it to Nick Foligno with the deflection. 14th of the season from Bedard and Jones to make it 2-1, and now Bedard is on the board against Kane. And those two were going at it. Those two were the former the current face, and the former face of the franchise. So it was a very great meeting between those two. In the third, Bedard lays a massive hit on Kane, and Kane joked around after saying that he would, if he didn't have the bubble on, he would have gone after him. Of course, jokingly, wasn't actually being serious. 4:16, however, it's a Detroit behind the net goal. Alex DeBrincat gets the goal, fittingly enough, from Kane and Gostisbehere to make it 2-2. Why do I not have the number written down that he had his goal? And I don't have my phone on me, so I can't even look that up. I know it's in the 20s. I think it's 22 or 23. But from Kane now gets the point. Of course, DeBrincat gets the goal, the former Blackhawk as well. So Kane and Bedard tied 1-1, but the game is tied 2-2. Overtime, Jones is denied 4 times. Larkin is saved. And at 3:17, what could have been a better ending than a Detroit breakaway goal? Patrick Kane gets his 12th of the season from DeBrincat, of course, to make it 3-2. Storybook, Showtime. And he goes right over to the crowd. He does the natural celly, puts his hand to his ear, and the crowd, this is the loudest I ever heard, a home crowd cheer when an away team scores in overtime. The crowd went ballistic when Kane scored. You might have thought it was a home game. If it was anyone else, maybe besides DeBrincat on the team, it would have been silence. It would have been maybe a little bit of sadness, but it was a happy moment. Everyone was jumping. Kane got 2 points in his return, and I'm happy for it. Hawks get another contribution toward the tank. Detroit gets a needed win to keep making their playoff push, and Kane gets the homecoming he deserves. And it's funny because I'd honestly say the Hawks played better during the game, but it's all right. I'm perfectly okay with it. That's going to be all I have for you guys in this one. Let me know down below what you thought of this game, what you thought of Kane's homecoming, the Chelios retirement ceremony, anything about this. It was a huge event. This was the biggest night on the calendar, definitely this season. And for the remaining 23 games of the season, we're just going to have to sit back and kind of suffer through it, to be honest. But you know what? It's all right for a better future. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I shall see you guys in the next one. Have a good one.